Hello you guys. So here is another pre-nap video. I had actually recorded like a bunch of videos of me just talking while I was doing cardio the other day, and apparently none of the audio got like recorded. I was wearing my headphones still, and I guess they were still hooked up to my phone, and they don't work as a microphone. So I had to delete all those videos, and we'll be talking to you guys, which is fine. But I am at home. It is Friday the 21st. I am, as of tomorrow, I'll be 2 and 4 weeks out from my shows, and I feel great. I'm very happy now with the way that I look, and I'm very excited. And I've worked really freaking hard. Since I had that mental breakdown, I didn't know it was possible to work even harder than I already was, but apparently it is very much possible. Yeah. I'm very tired right now. I actually seem to have really good energy, so I'm assuming my fat burners have kicked in, which should be nice, because after my nap I should still have this energy. Hopefully, because I gotta go to the gym and coach. But yeah, I might do like a little physique update for you guys. Haven't been a huge fan of doing that. That's mainly because I haven't really liked the way I looked, but I might do that. If you look at my most recent blog on my website, I do have a lot of pictures of like my body in there, because it was kind of like a prep update. But I know right now it seems like I'm being lazy, but I've actually been extremely busy since I've left the dealership, which is kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I still wake up at 4 a.m. I still go to bed around 10 p.m. I have been taking naps, like 10 to 15 minutes, but and that's not every day, actually, because there's some days where I haven't been able to, because I've been busy out running errands, out passing out 7-day passes, talking to people, at the gym, training, doing cardio, coaching, doing a lot, and I love it. Working hard for prep and for my business as well. Yeah, and Tony and I have a lot of events coming up, which is super awesome. On top of my shows and Tony's meet. So everything is going really well. But I need to get my nap in before I have to get ready to go to the gym and coach. So I will talk to you guys a little bit more later. So it is 4:44. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning. Today is a weird day because I don't have to do any fasted cardio or post-workout cardio. I already got all my cardio done for the week, but I feel a little weird, and then I feel like I'm being like fat and lazy as well. Because like this is the first time, at least in a while, that this has happened where I got all my cardio done. So I don't really know what to do with myself. I am gonna bake, but the eggs and the butter have to get to room temperature, so I pulled those out. So I figured I'd record a little bit, get a little bit of reading and or writing done, and then I'll bake a little bit later. Make some cookies that I cannot eat, but that's okay. I enjoy baking, and today we are having a seminar at the gym, so I'll bring some stuff in for the peeps. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know how I feel about like bringing stuff into the gym just yet. Like food. I don't know if I want to be that like powerlifting gym that has like shit food everywhere. But every once in a while, like having an event, I guess it's not too bad. But yeah, I don't remember what I said to you guys the other day. I totally have Curious George on. I don't think you guys can really tell. It's to that point in prep where like all I want to watch is cartoons, and all I want to listen to is like super happy, upbeat music. When I get close to a competition, I like everything to be like really happy. So obviously cartoons, you don't really have to think about anything, and they're happy and they're fun and colorful, so it's just like, yay. Plus I just love cartoons. But then like Tony told me about this podcast the other day and had me listen to it. Well, he didn't have me listen to it. I wanted to listen to it. And it was so much drama that I had to turn it off, because it was just like, ugh, I don't want this. I don't like the way it's making me feel. I feel like as I get closer to a show, my body just gets so sensitive to even stuff like that, just like negativity, and I just am not a fan. So now that you guys know kind of how like things have been going with me like work-wise, because now that I'm not at the dealership, I wanted to like give you guys a like update on how this prep has been versus last year's prep. Training has been the most different between the two. Last year I had planned on doing a powerlifting meet. So I had a show in September, a show in October, and I was going to do a meet in November. And so I was still training very much like a powerlifter, which I mean, I still do squat, bench, and deadlift, but like I was doing competition lifts last year. and like a lot. Like people were commenting on my Instagram like, hey, when are you going to start bodybuilding and getting ready for your shows? And I was like, well, I am getting ready for my shows. You could still like lift heavy and do that, which I didn't think you could until last year. But the only downside to that was that I ended up getting hurt. My left shoulder or left side is a lot weaker than my right side, upper body wise anyways. And so in my bench press, my right side has to overcompensate a lot for the left. And so I think I got like an overuse injury in my right shoulder last year, and it got really, really bad to the point where just like picking up my water bottle hurt. I wouldn't be able to sit like this. It would hurt. Cutting like my food, like my omelet in the morning, hurt. It was bad, but I still kept training heavy because like for the most part training didn't really hurt it. So eventually Tony like was like, no, we've got to take out bench press. You're not allowed to bench anymore, because even though it didn't hurt it, I still was like loading it, so it wasn't healing. I decided not to do the meet because it just kept getting worse and worse even after my shows. I thought it would get better once I reintroduced more calories because I thought it would recover, but it didn't. So that's been like the biggest difference with training this prep, is that I haven't been training quite as like heavy. I still train heavy and I still progress, but just in different ways. Like I don't think I've bench pressed over 135, but I'll just do more and more reps each week. And so that's progression, but without having to put more load on me. I just go to the RPE. So obviously if I'm getting stronger week to week, I'll be able to do more reps for the same RPE as last week. So that's been huge. Like, I know last year I felt so beat up towards the end of my prep. Like, my body was just like wrecked. And this year, I feel really good. My shoulders feel really healthy. I've been making sure to like do the rehab exercises. I warm up properly before every workout. So I think that's helped a ton. And then I'm also very like mindful and aware of it. If something hurts my shoulders, then I avoid that exercise and go to something else that hits the same muscle but just doesn't irritate the shoulder. And that goes for any other like body part that may hurt, but it's mainly my shoulders that bother it. Also, what Tony has been having me do is like pre-exhaustion work. So like before I do any like shoulder work or pressing, I will do like a ton of side raises, and I feel like that really brings blood to the area. And so then when I get to the pressing, it feels really good. And then like before like squats, I'll do a ton of leg curls or leg extensions, and really just bringing blood flow to the area, warming everything up. And like, sure, I may not be able to lift as much when I get to like that main movement, but like my joints and everything feel great, which is awesome. Especially when you get so lean, you're at a very high risk of injury. Doing lots of cardio, training really hard, but not eating a lot, not getting a lot of sleep. Like, it's all of the things that like do not lend to good recovery. And so like I have to be very careful to not get hurt, and keep the body as healthy as possible. I think that's all I'm going to talk to you guys about today, because I've kind of been rambling. But yes, stay tuned. Today is 2 weeks out and 4 weeks out.